Hi, Dad. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Weary Lore. Let's talk about SCP. The collaborative writing project, known as the SCP Foundation, is a constant source of intrigue and inspiration for me. As someone who used to write a lot and absolutely loves the diverse writing style of the authors who contribute to the SCP Foundation, it's one of my goals to contribute my own piece to this collaborative writing project one day, be it my own SCP or a story related to one. This is, I know, a challenging process, but I never thought I would make a successful YouTube video, so clearly I need to believe in myself more. But that's not what you're interested in. You're asking, what is the SCP Foundation? Allow me to begin your brief introduction. SCP, standing for Secure, Contain, Protect, is a very secretive organization. It's not only their job, but their duty to protect the public from what they call anomalies. These anomalies can be supernatural, paranormal, or some other type of mysterious phenomenon. Think cryptids, but on a large dose of steroids. How do they protect the public from these very often dangerous anomalies? They capture, contain, and study them, all while making sure that your normal, average Joe, you, never know they exist. Conspiracy theorists would run rampant in this universe. There's a lot of technical jargon and lists and classifications in this universe, so allow me to try to break it down into nicely digestible pieces. Let's start at the top. Arguably, that would be the O5 Council, but we haven't gotten that far yet. Let's start with personnel classifications. There are 5 classes of personnel, Class A through Class E. These classifications are assigned to personnel depending on their proximity to the anomalies contained by the SCP Foundation. Class A personnel. Class A personnel are the most important personnel. They are the personnel deemed essential to the Foundation's strategic operations. These personnel are not allowed, under any circumstances, to come into contact with an anomaly. They aren't even supposed to be close to them. If they are in a facility that houses containment units, they are not allowed to be in the area where the containment units are. They have to be kept in a different, secure area. If anything is to happen, any kind of emergency, these personnel are to be evacuated immediately. Their safety is of utmost importance. The O5 Council are considered Class A personnel. Class B personnel. Class B personnel are deemed essential to local Foundation operations. They can be granted access to anomalies, but only after the anomaly has passed quarantine and been cleared of any potential mind-altering effects. They are second only to Class A personnel and are to be treated as such. If any type of emergency happens, they are to be evacuated as soon as possible. Class C personnel. Class C personnel have direct access to most anomalies. The caveat is that they do not have access to anomalies that are deemed to be hostile or dangerous. If they do come into contact with any mind-altering anomaly or any anomaly with a mimetic effect, they may be subject to mandatory quarantine and psychiatric evaluation. This is done at the discretion of the on-site security personnel. If an emergency happens, Class C personnel who are not trained in combat either report to a secure lockdown area or are evacuated if the on-site security personnel decides to do so. Don't worry, it gets worse from here. Class D personnel. Class D personnel are expendable. Welcome to the Red Shirt Brigade! Yeah, we've really gone downhill fast. Class D personnel are used to handle extremely hazardous anomalies. Think of them as lab rats. They are not allowed to come into contact with Class A or Class B personnel. But a silver lining? they are typically individuals pulled from the prison system who have been convicted of violent crimes, especially those inmates that are on death row. However, Protocol 12 allows others to be used as Class D personnel. Others such as political prisoners, refugee populations, and others unspecified civilians. As long as the Foundation has plausible deniability, they will take you. Class D personnel do have to have regular mandatory psychiatric evaluations. At the end of each month, they are either given a Class B amnestic, think the flashy thing from Men in Black, but in the pill form, or terminated, and that doesn't mean getting fired. This decision is made by the on-site security personnel or medical staff. In the event of an emergency, Class D personnel are to be immediately terminated, unless the security personnel decides they get to live. Class E personnel. Moving right along, I didn't know Class E existed. Just like Thaumiel, this long-term ban misses things, apparently. Class E personnel is a provisional classification. This classification is applied to field agents and containment personnel. This happens when they are exposed to potentially dangerous effects while securing and establishing initial containment of a new anomaly. Don't quote me on this, but I feel like these personnel would most likely fit into Class C without this provisional classification. They hold this classification until they are cleared and debriefed after going through a period of quarantine to make sure they are not permanently affected. And that's it for this video. I know I didn't even get close to the monsters. I'm sorry that it's so short, but I'm in the middle of a very tight move and barely have any time to sit down and even think about a video, much less research and write a script. Right after this video, my backdrop comes down, my desk gets broken down, and I'm back to just working with a laptop and a microphone. So I wanted to introduce you to a universe that I absolutely adore and already know a bit about. I do hope that all you fans of the mysterious and spooky will enjoy this as well. I will be jumping into more of the classifications and lists in my next videos. I don't know where it will be or what it will look like, but I hope you enjoy the ride. If you like this video, please give it a like and leave me a comment with your thoughts. If you really liked it, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Don't forget, subscriber requests are open. Leave me a comment with your idea and it might just become a video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.